welcome back. You're watching the news on Headlines now. Well, how many times have you heard the phrase, help is just a call away? But as your experiences might have taught you, reaching a dead end on many helpline numbers is frustratingly common. Our reporter Krishnamurthy finds out how many of these so-called helplines end up being just a mere farce.
Please wait. Your call is on queue. நீங்கள் தொடர்பு கொள்ள நினைக்கும் ஏர்டெல் எண் தற்காலிகமாக சேவையில் இல்லை.
Do you face a similar situation while reaching out to a helpline? Well, you are not alone. These helplines promise a ray of hope when you are in distress, but leave you fuming with their callous attitude. If some don't pick up calls, many of the numbers don't work at all.
The Airtel number you're trying to reach is temporarily out of service.
Interestingly, despite fears for the safety of children after the kidnapping cases that rocked the state, the child helpline number provided by Tamil Nadu police also doesn't seem to work. There was no response to an emergency message, defeating the very purpose of the helpline. Even if you get through to the right number, you are made to wait in line for eternity.
Please wait. Your call is on queue.
And the worst part, even after getting through, you might end up more frustrated and furious than you were before making the call.
இப்போ ரெஸ்க்யூ பண்ண முடியுமா சார்?
அந்த குட்டியை எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க சார்.
அர்ஜென்ட்டா இருக்குன்னா கால் பண்ணேன்.
அந்த குட்டியை இங்க எடுத்துட்டு வந்து வைக்க முடியாது. எங்களுக்கு இம்ப்ரெஷன் ஆயிடும். இங்க இருக்கிற குட்டிங்களுக்கு கூட அது கொண்டு வந்து வைக்க முடியாது.
A similar request to a gas company also failed with an arrogant and nonchalant response.
ஹலோ சார், நான் இப்போ தான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணலையா சார்? அந்த நம்பர் நீங்கள் தந்தீங்களா சார்? அது வந்து வேலை பண்ண மாட்டேங்குது சார்.
பண்ணலாம், அதுக்கு தான் பண்ணணும். நீங்கள் வேற எங்கே கிடையாது ஆஃபீஸ், அந்த நம்பருக்கு தான் ட்ரை பண்ணணும்.
வேறு எந்த நம்பர்?
While many commercial helplines fail to respond on time, thankfully suicide helplines and anti-ragging helplines run by NGOs do respond immediately during an emergency. So this raises a question. Are the helplines promoted by such brands only a mere eyewash and a marketing gimmick? In Chennai with Krishnamurthy, Chandy Thomas for NDTV Hindu.
Well, moving on, will the Sri Lankan refugee Padma Devi get the justice at least after her death? The Madras High Court has ordered a notice into the alleged rape that took place in Karur earlier this year. The refugee's mother has filed a petition in the Madras High Court seeking a CBI inquiry. All eyes are on the policemen now after the court issued the notice to the DJP seeking a reply within 2 weeks. The Sri Lankan refugee Padma Devi, who immolated herself, gave her dying declaration to NDTV Hindu, saying she was gang raped by 4 policemen and that she took this extreme step because she was unable to bear the humiliation.
அந்த மரண வாக்குமூலத்தை அங்கே உள்ள ஆடியோ விசாரணையில் அந்த மரண வாக்குமூலத்தை பற்றி எந்த பொருட்டும் படுத்தாமல் கன்சிடர் பண்ணாமல் ஆடியோ என்கொயரி அப்படி ஒரு சம்பவமே இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி அந்த சம்பவத்தை வந்து அந்த வழக்கை வந்து முடிச்சிட்டாங்க அப்படியே. அதனால் அதன் மேலே வந்து அது சிபிஐ தான் அதை விசாரிக்கணும்னு சொல்லி சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்றத்தில் ரிட் மனு தாக்கல் செய்யப்பட்டு அந்த மனு இன்று விசாரணைக்கு வந்து ஜஸ்டிஸ் சுகுணா ஜே அவர்களிடம் விசாரணைக்கு வந்து அதை அந்த வழக்கை விசாரணைக்கு ஏற்றுக்கொண்டு அதற்கு 2 வார காலம் நோட்டீஸ் ஆர்டர் செய்திருக்கிறார்கள்.
And for more details on this, our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed now joins us live from our newsroom. Well, Peer, police officials earlier had denied the dying declaration that Padmavati gave, saying that she was concocted by activists into saying that she was gang raped. And now the Madras High Court has ordered an inquiry into this. So take us through the various twists and turns that this case went through, Peer.
Yes, this Padma Devi, when she gave a dying declaration that she was gang raped by the police, it was recorded by our TV channel, also by a Tamil TV channel. Also, the dying declaration of alleged gang rape was given to the Chief Judicial Magistrate Karur. And all these things were not taken into account by the RDO who inquired into the incident, and he closed the case saying that it is not such a case. And also the fact that she committed suicide after being gang raped by the police was not taken into account by the RDO. That is why Padma Devi's mother has come to the Madras High Court saying that this particular dying declaration should be taken as a FIR according to a Supreme Court verdict, and which was not done by the RDO. Also, she wanted the 5 lakh compensation for the family. Another thing is that CBI should probe into it, because the RDO has not done justice in this case. That is the petition, and the High Court has ordered notice to the Home Secretary and the DGP on this case. Yeah.
Right, P. Thanks very much indeed for giving us details into that very alarming and unfortunate and sensitive issue there. Well, moving on, in what seems to be another controversy in the making, the opposition is targeting the Prime Minister once again. Manmohan Singh patting A. Raja at a DMK function in Central Hall was caught on camera, and BJP spokesperson Prakash Javadekar was quick to remark, saying that it was sending out wrong signals.
अब कोई किसी को मिले और सिंबॉलिकली कुछ कहे, लेकिन ऐसे समय में राजा की प्रधानमंत्री का पीठ थपथपाना भी अपने आप में एक मैसेज लगेगा लोगों को, और अच्छा नहीं लगेगा.
Well, the man who could make a huge difference to the BJP's anti-corruption campaign against the UPA, Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa, remains defiant, and he insists that he has not been asked to step down over allegations of his involvement in a massive land scam. And even today, the party's Karnataka MPs have come out in strong support for their Chief Minister. Yediyurappa pointed out that the Panchayat elections are around the corner in Karnataka, a reminder perhaps to top leaders that removing him at this stage could jeopardize the party's prospects in the elections. And sources have told NDTV that while the BJP wants Yediyurappa to go to strengthen its offensive against the UPA, it is very worried about the possible impact of his removal.
Today, I am going to meet all our national leaders, and I am going to explain the situation in Karnataka. We are facing Taluk Panchayat, Jilla Panchayat elections within a month. So, whatever decisions our national leaders are going to take about me, I am going to obey their orders. But so far, nobody asked me my resignation. These are all opposition party leaders telling all this.
Still ahead on the bulletin, Somdev Varman is the face of India at China, achieving a feat no other Indian sportsman has at the Asian Games.